Breath is the gateway between our internal world and our 3D existence. And so I am going to talk a little bit about meditation today, just a little bit. I'm going to give you some of the rules of engagement that I follow. I have been meditating for 10 years plus now. And when I got into meditation, I had no fucking clue, right? I read a lot of books on it. Some things worked, some things did not work. But there are certain things that I follow because I do. So I'm going to tell you these things and a little bit of why. So one, I am a morning meditation person. If I'm doing a series of like guided meditations, transmission meditations, I usually focus on something, right? Am I trying to clear and cut cords? Am I trying to raise my vibration? And am I focused or feeling abundant? Am I needing to heal? Do I feel like something is off? Do I need clarity or insight? I find whatever my soul is seeking, and that is where my meditation usually goes for the week. I'll do 2 to 3 like transmission meditations, usually about 2. I used to do more, but now I don't feel like I have to do as much from a clearing perspective. And I meditate with someone called Steve Noble. He is like a meditation guided person on YouTube. He does a lot of starseed meditations, and I've resonated with him for a long time. I would tell you to find someone that you resonate with, their voice, their vibe, their energy, because then it will be a vibe and you'll be able to fall into the meditation. I would also tell you to listen to their meditations and what they're saying. So a lot of Steve's meditations are very angelic transmissions, but I've had to go and research all of the things that he says to ensure that I agree with them or that they resonate with me. So there was some research that was done because his meditations are so fucking profound that I was like, what? I don't even know, but here I am still with him 10 years later, and it's been good. So I'm a morning meditation person. Why? Because I'm still fasting from the night before. My body is physically clear, which means it does not have to do as much work physically. I'm still between the dream state and reality. And even when I'm not going to do a meditation, I try to lay there and listen to my thoughts. What's going on? How do I feel? Does my energy feel groggy? Do I feel excited? Is there any anxiety? Where is my body stiff? Type of evaluation from head to toe, right? What am I sensing? Early morning. The other reason for morning is because you have to control your distractions during meditation, and it is easy to control distractions in the morning. Also, I feel like the world is quieter. There's not cars going, there's not chaos, people aren't in their feelings. So our collective energy is a lot more calm at 6 a.m. versus like 9 a.m. when people are trying to get into the office. All these things, you can feel the energetic frequency, or I can feel it pick up. So early morning meditator here. I also do late night, but when I do nighttime meditation, it's more of Reiki. It's more 10 deep breaths, gratitude for the day, excitement for how comfortable my bed is, and then I'm out of there, right? I'll turn on Reiki. I'll activate my hands because I'm a Reiki master. So I'll like do my symbols activate. I'll start to heal my body, and 5 minutes later I'm asleep. But I know that the Reiki is playing in the background and still clearing out my etheric field or my aura or whatever I'm doing with Reiki, right? But it's cleaning out my energetic field for that session. And usually the Reiki sessions that I play are like 20 to 40 minutes. It's not an all night thing. You can also find hypnosis. So there's some hypnosis, nighttime, bedtime hypnosis that you could do where you don't have to be intentional of like breathing and visualization and more present the way that you do in like a meditation that I would do in the morning, a guided meditation. Your space, I would meditate in the same space as much as possible. You want to make sure that that space is clean. You don't want dirty clothes around. You don't want old bowls of cereal and food and bullshit around the space that you meditate, because everything is energetic and you want the space to be clean. You do not want it to be full of low vibrational energy, which is going to like cause friction in your ability to connect to spirit or connect to your higher self, connect to that breath, the inner channel. Okay. Have an open mind. Okay. So this is important. I feel like sometimes we go into meditation and we're like, dang, I want to do this, or it didn't work, or I'll keep thinking about this thing. Then think about it, right? Don't actively engage in the thought, but like understand that your mind keeps going back to this dude, or keeps going back to the kids, or keeps going back to like what you need to, work, or you can't pay your light bill, or whatever it is. Like your mind keeps going back to this thing. That's information. And that is where I would start. Like, okay, God, help me sort this thing because it keeps coming up and I need to cut cords from it, or I need to change the energy around it, or I need a miracle, I need abundance, I need a solution, I need strategy. God will show up, right? So if it's something that's so pressing that you can't move away from it, that's good to know. But I would still try to sit and take as many deep breaths and release it. Like I would call positive energy around it. I would try to see the opposite end of it. Like what happens when, and I would try to call in as much beautiful things around this center if I can't shake it. Healing energy, abundance, love and light, beautiful flowers, like animals. I would try to call as much shit around it because I need to raise the vibration of this situation, person, place, or thing. I don't know if I've already said to have an empty stomach. I did say that I was fasting. Okay, so having an empty stomach, I wouldn't be fucked up. So if I'm still fucked up from the night before, I'm probably just gonna try to, rest and let my body rest, but not allow myself to open the inner channel because it's gonna be harder for my body to do it if my vibration is lower. I call in a degree of protection. So I tend to call in archangels. I cover my space. I seal off my space. But I call in a degree of protection. You do not need to know how to, just look it up. What is the degree of protection? God, Source, Spirit, Archangel Metatron, seal this room in gold light. But these things you can look up or find on YouTube or hear other people go through different meditations, and you can pull out the words that resonate with you and write your own. And then you can research the word and the word choices that you're using in your meditations, or you can just fucking breathe, right? But it is about the intention. It is about clearing out the lower vibrational things that no longer serve you, and you allow yourself to breathe in light, breathe out to release, right? I release the things that no longer serve me. I release the connections that are not meant for me. I release, all of the distractions that are in my way from the thing that I am trying to accomplish. I release those things. And you do that with breath, okay? I know that was a bit all over the place, so, but I hope that it helps, right? Meditation is something that I didn't understand what was happening until I got to the other side and I could feel my frequency like raised up, But when I started, I had no idea. I just kept coming back to it until something happened, because it's like prayer. It's like a lot of people don't see results from prayer, but they keep getting on their knees. I did the same thing with meditation. And it didn't take long before I started to realize I couldn't be in certain situations. I couldn't be with certain people. I couldn't take certain, eat certain things, that my physical body started to get sick, that I started to isolate was the thing. I started to feel this isolation happening, and then God started to work on me. So, but it all started with me taking a deep breath. I love you.